Hello guys, welcome to our new podcast. I hope you all are having an amazing day. Today I'm your host Yiğit Özlü and we're going to be talking about our school's theater community with Mr. Berkhan and one of our seniors, Zeynep. Welcome Zeynep and Mr. Berkhan. How are you doing?
Thank you, Yiğit. I'm doing great and it's a real pleasure to be here.
I'm doing great too. Thank you, Yiğit.
First of all, let's start with our podcast with knowing what theater really is.
Theater is a medium for experiencing human emotions, thoughts, conflicts, and stories on stage. Beyond that, it's a space for reflection and recreation. It serves as a mirror of human life, societal events, and universal themes. While it can entertain, it also acts as a tool for awareness. The theater stage carries both imagined worlds and real-life truths, with creating a unique connection between the audience and the performers. This makes it more than just a show. It's an emotional and intellectual journey.
Alright, so at the moment I feel like we all have learned something about the basics of theater. How long have you guys been involved and participating in acting?
I've loved doing theater since my childhood, but I didn't get on stage when I was in middle school because there was no theater club in the city I live in. I stepped for the first time on stage in our theater community, so it's been 4 years.
It has been 16 years since I first stepped onto the stage. Now that I think about it, some of the listeners and perhaps even you might be 16 years old. It is one of those moments that makes me feel my age. Okay, if I back to the question, my passion for acting truly came to life at Bal, where I first performed with the Bal theater community. I was on stage with them for 4 years, then performed 2 years with my university theater community. And now I have been performing with the Bal Alumni Theater for 10 years.
What made you start acting and how did you manage to get better every single week?
When I was a student at Bal, I heard so much about the Bal theater community. Not just about the great plays they performed, but also about how amazing the team was. I just wanted to be part of a group like that. Then during my first stage experience, I realized this is what I need to do. From that day on, I promised myself to continue as much as I could. For the second part of your question, acting is a long journey, Yiğit. You need to constantly improve yourself and stay up to date. For me, the key has been staying disciplined in my practice and watching as many plays as possible to learn and grow. For the second part of your question, acting is a long journey, Yiğit. You need to stay constantly improve yourself and stay up to date. For me, the key has been staying disciplined in my practice and watching as many plays as possible to learn and grow.
I love expressing feelings on the stage, and I love the expression that came from the audience. I can be whenever I want on that stage and get rid of my own character. It's like pressing a pause button in life. It's an extraordinary experience. That's the reason that I continued, and day by day you become better even if you don't want to. But of course it needs continuity and responsibility. Without those, it's nearly impossible to get better.
Well, has Bal always had a theater community?
Bal's history shows that the theater community has existed in almost every era since the early years of the school. This makes it one of the Bal's oldest communities. However, the community took its current form in 2006 when Onur Erdoğan and Antaksan, both Bal alumni and professional theater directors, became its instructors. They not only directed successful plays, but also built a strong tradition. Since then, the Bal theater community has been a key part of what we call the Bal spirit. There is also another important community, the Bal Alumni Theater. In 2015, about 20 Bal graduates, including myself, came together to form this community to continue acting after graduation. Onur Erdoğan and Antaksan are also founding members and directors here. We have actors from all generations from the class of 1966 to the class of 2024, and we are all performing together. The Alumni Theater also supports the Bal theater community. Each year, one or more members, like me in recent years, work with the current Bal theater community to help and share our experience.
Zeynep, would you mind sharing your theater journey with us?
I guess it was the first week of 9th grade. Some seniors came into my class and they introduced our theater club. I was so interested because they seemed so joyful. After the rehearsal, I was shocked. I saw the soul of the community. They were like a family. I made a lot of friends and siblings. Day by day, I became a member of the family. And I couldn't break away. For example, Kadir is our senior in 2023. He is like my brother. That's annoying, but my family loves him more than me. What I want to say that we build very strong bonds.
What are some of the plays you, as the theater community, perform?
Unless there is a global pandemic or some other extraordinary event, we perform one play every year. It is hard to list all the plays we have performed as there are so many, but I can say that we have brought to life some remarkable works by both local and international playwrights such as from Shakespeare to Brecht and from Nazım Hikmet to Aziz Nesin. Each one has been a rewarding challenge and we are proud to continue this tradition.
So, what are some plays you would recommend us to watch if we are interested in getting into acting?
Watching as many plays as we can is always a great idea, especially those performed by the Bal theater community and the Bal alumni theater. But if I were to give specific recommendations, I would suggest checking out productions by the Bornova Municipality Theater and the State Theater. They offer excellent performances and that can be truly inspiring for anyone interested in acting.
What are the basic requirements a person should have if they want to join the theater community?
The only real requirements are wanting to be a part of it and being able to commit to the necessary discipline. Talent or prior experience isn't a big deal for us. We believe that anyone who has desire and is willing to put in the effort can do theater.
Is it possible to become a well-known actor after doing theater for several years?
Of course, it's possible. While I didn't focus on acting professionally, I cannot give a specific example of mine. But I can confidently say that the Bal theater community is a great starting point for anyone who wants to build a career in acting or develop strong social skills. It offers a great experience for all.
Thanks for your time and efforts. I appreciate the conversation we had. So guys, never be afraid of the idea of doing theater or anything else you find interesting. If you want it, you can and will do it. Stay tuned for our next episodes. Bye.